Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will discuss about impact of disposal of waste to environment. So, what is meant by disposal of waste? Waste disposal. The verb dispose comes from the Latin word disponia, meaning put in order, arrange, or distribute, like when you dispose volunteer to collect trash at a park. The collection, processing, recycling, or depositing of human society's waste materials is referred to waste disposal. Sort and composition of waste are used to classify it. Waste materials can be a liquid or solid in nature, and their components can have hazardous or non-hazardous effects on human health and the environment. The term waste is typically applied to solid waste, sewage, hazardous waste, and electronic waste. Waste disposal has significant environmental consequences and can result in catastrophic difficulties. Much is buried at landfill sites in the United Kingdom, which are holes in the ground, sometimes old quarries, and sometimes specially dug. Some garbage may decay eventually, but not all, and it may smell or produce explosive methane gas, which contributes to the greenhouse effect. Badly managed landfill sites may attract vermin or cause litter.
Okay, now let's plan about part 1, climate change. How it affects towards climate change. So whenever we talk about climate change, it will involve global warming. So approximately 91% of all landfill methane emissions reported from open landfill. Decomposition of organic waste mainly produce carbon dioxide and methane gas. Generally, methane gas is created when there is no air present, while carbon dioxide is the natural product when anything rots in the air. Next is the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is a process when gases in Earth's atmosphere trap the sun's heat, which makes the Earth warmer. While the greenhouse gases is good for the Earth, but if it too much, it will do more harm to the Earth, therefore contribute to the global warming.
Wildlife. How it affects toward wildlife. Firstly, it is a costly mistake. For a bird or fish or turtle, it is easy to mistake a small piece of plastic for food, especially when there are millions of pieces of plastic floating in our rivers and ultimately our oceans. Animals can starve when they ingest too much plastic that they can't digest. When animals ingest plastic waste, it can block their digestive tracts. As a result, they starve. Toxic chemicals in plastic can harm animals' health. Second one is pollution that lasts for hundreds of years. Scientists are still documenting the scope of plastic pollution and investigating its effects, but for decades we have known that one of the worst forms of plastic pollution is polystyrene foam. Polystyrene foam breaks apart easily, but it persists in the environment in tiny particles, and every bit of it ever made is still out there and could continue to threaten wildlife for hundreds of years to come. The third one is leading to shift in food habits of wild animals. Modern day garbage dumps, which are full of harmful products and chemicals, are emerging as a serious threat to animal and plant life.
So for the next point is health risks. What's with health hazards and improper waste disposal? Actually, there are many research about these cases, but I will explain two only. First is birth defect and reproductive issues. Statistically speaking, birth defects and reproductive issues were found due to exposure to dangerous chemicals, which lead to chromosomal anomalies, especially for infants born from mothers living near landfill sites. Next is infectious waste. The treatment of healthcare waste or biomedical waste especially can release harmful substances into the environment if those are not handled, stored, and disposed according to the regulations. So we must make sure that this waste must be carefully handled according to the regulations.
There are several possible ways of reducing the amount of waste produced. First of all, try using the refuse method, which is try not to purchase things you need not bother with. Besides refuse method, try also using the reduce method, which is purchase things that are very much made and will last. Secondly, purchase things in returnable holder and return the compartment once unfilled. Next, try using the reuse method, which is a lot of things can be reused. On the off chance that can reuse them ourselves, attempt to discover another person who can. Besides the reuse method, try also using the refill method. For certain items, top of packs can be purchased, which utilize less bundling. For instance, if a bottle of dish soap runs out, the bottle can be used again by purchasing the refill soap. Use also the repair method, which anything particularly electrical things can be fixed. As conclusion for our topic, disposal waste has gigantic ecological effects and can cause many difficult issues. In the event that have things which can be reused, fixed or reused, please kindly discard them cautiously. And lastly, please do not immediately start open burning. Consider others' life and remember, living beings' lives matter. Incineration is not recommended as it is the last resort too if left with no other choice. So that's all for our group. Thank you.